The Fresno's Tower District has some of the highest and most visible vacancy levels in the city, and a new ordinance approved in June is looking to fix that. But some property owners say that the rule is unfair. So on this Wired Wednesday, GV Wire reporter Edward Smith is joining us live from the GV Wire studio in Fresno to break down the growing problem in the Tower District. Edward, good morning as always, and thank you for joining us.
Hey, good morning, Carl.
So for anyone who maybe hasn't been to the Tower District in a while, what are some of the more notable vacant buildings there in that district?
Yeah, like you said, it has one of the some of the most visible vacant properties. I mean, you've got the Babylon Club, which shut down in 2013. The Chicken Pie Shop was shut down in 2019. Over there by Strummer's, you've had that 855 East Fern building, which has been vacant for decades. It's very visible. And Councilmember Annalisa Perea said that all those boarded up buildings, they bring blight down there, and a lot of property owners in Tower District say, hey, we need to do something about this.
Yeah, you brought up a couple of those buildings growing up here in Fresno. It brought some nostalgia back to me by hearing some of those names, like the Chicken Pie Shop, Babylon, even if not going in there as a kid, but still good passing by it. Can you give a little more detail about what Councilwoman Annalisa Perea said about those vacant buildings in the district?
Yeah, so it's basically bringing a lot of light. The homeless people are hanging out there. There's a lot of vandalism. It really brings down the area. So what they did was they crafted a rule that says, hey, you've got to start selling these buildings. You got to be actively selling it or we're going to fine you. Some of those fines could be up to $10,000 if you're continuously, ignoring the rule. So they want the buildings to be kept up, and they want you to be actively either finding a tenant or selling them. So they want those buildings filled up.
Is that the ultimate goal for this vacant property ordinance, to fix that situation?
Yeah, they really want to get places occupied, to get it flourishing again, so that, it kind of brings a lot more safety to the area, brings more, it's going to bring property values up. Councilwoman Annalisa Perea brought up the broken window theory, which says, broken windows attract more broken windows. Yeah.
Obviously, some other things that I've read in the story is that there are also some people speaking up against this proposal. What are property owners and business advocates saying that the city should focus on?
Yeah, so business advocate and city council candidate A.J. Rasamny said that this ordinance punishes the wrong people, that really the city should be going after vandals and homeless people who are living outside of the area, who are causing damage to the area. He said that it unfairly targets them because most property owners, he says, are trying to maintain those buildings. They're out there, you put up a window and the next day it gets broken again. And those windows can cost thousands of dollars. And so they're saying that it unfairly targets them.
Are there any other things that they're saying about trying to maintain those buildings? I know you just mentioned the window situation. Is there anything else on top of that?
Yeah, so I mean, what a lot of property owners really want is the city to start clearing out encampments. I had a chance to talk to the property owner of the Boston Market over there at Bullard and Fresno, and he said that he's had copper wires stolen from there. He's had, like I mentioned, the business is broken. He even had a fence that he used to fence off the building. He had the fence stolen. And he says that he even had one of his business partners was assaulted. And these are things that they're trying to they're trying to have, taken care of from the city. And they said, we need to target, the vandals rather than the property owners.
Oh, sounds good. Well, Edward Smith with GV Wire, as always, thank you so much for joining us on this Wired Wednesday. Great day. We'll be right back.